Hi, my name is Gabby Coletta. Thanks for joining me out here in La Madre Mountain Wilderness, the high desert of Nevada. So today we are going to move through a Kapha pacifying flow. And Kapha is an energetic force that when we feel it in excess, it can show up as sluggishness, lethargy, lack of motivation, kind of resistance to change or stuck in the same old ways of doing things. And this practice is really designed to help shift that, to invite some fire element in, to build some heat, to start to digest what is stagnant and old and release it. This practice also has a lot of heart opening, working towards circulation, towards play, towards opening up to whatever unfolds. There will be some opportunity for inversion. Everything is an invitation, so just know that you can take this practice to what you need. And one quick audio heads up, the practice does have a few moments where the wind kind of creates a scruffle in the mic, so wanted to let you know that ahead of time. But without further ado, we will begin in a comfortable seat. If you're in Virasana, grab a brick, place it under the sit bones, and meet me there. Let's place our palms face up in a gesture of opening up to the mystery, to whatever unfolds. And invite your eyes to close, or soften your gaze towards the earth. As your body settles, begin to summon your presence. So if your attention is drawing into the past or anticipating the future, start to bring yourself into the here and now by simply noticing the body, where it's touching the earth, the element of strength, stability, and invite the sits bones to get heavy. As you root down, can you invite a little length in the spine, the heart to lift, and the shoulders to soften down the back? So that simultaneously, as you root, there's a lift through the crown of the head and a lengthening. If it feels comfortable for you, I invite you to bring one hand to your heart and one hand over that hand. And just connect with your heartbeat, your breath, this body, your practice. And if there's an intention you wish to set, feel free to set that now. And we'll greet our intentions with the sound of Om, the sound of creation. Using vibration to shake up any stagnant energy, bring your palms together. Take a big inhale to cleanse the breath. Full exhale to empty. Inhale for Om. Slowly release the hands. You can keep the eyes closed or flutter the eyes open. We're going to start with one round of Kapalbhati, skull shining breath. It'll be forceful exhales through the nose as you draw the navel center in on each exhale. This breath can be really good for igniting our fire, our Agni, helping digest both physical and emotional content. If you are menstruating or if you get lightheaded, just find Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose and a little constriction in the back of the throat. So we'll go one round here together. Big inhale, cleansing breath. Exhale to empty the breath out. Inhale 2/3 to begin. Exhale, 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 exhale. Forceful exhales through the nose. Keep on going. Draw the navel center in as you exhale. So Uddiyana Bandha, if you're familiar with that, the upward flying lock. You can even engage Mula Bandha or root lock, almost like you're holding your pee on every exhale. And imagine each exhale just sweeping your Sushumna Nadi, your central energy channel of cobwebs, of old, stagnant energy, building your fire for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale here. And slow exhale. We'll return to that breath throughout our practice, but for now, just find Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. A little constriction in the back of the throat. Start to turn up the volume of your breath so it's audible to you. And perhaps even start to notice the texture of the breath. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms overhead, take a big breath. Then exhale, interlace the hands, press the palms to the sky, grow tall in the side body. Exhale, palms towards the front, round the back, pull the shoulder blades away from each other. Then send the palms back to sky, grow tall. 2 more seated cat-cows like this. Press the palms forward, round the back, pull the shoulders away from each other. Then send the palms to the sky, lift the heart, tone the belly in slightly. And once more like that. Round forward. Lift up. Crescent up and over to the right side, body stretch. And come back to center. Take an up and over to the other side, letting the right ribs fan open. Come back to center. Release the hands and slowly make your way into all fours, table pose. Really spread the hands. Shoulders stacked over wrists, hips over the knees. And next inhale, draw the heart forward, lift the chin, the gaze, collarbones broad. Exhale, press the earth away and round, drop the head heavy. Take 2 more cows and cats. Inhale, open the front of the heart, giving side. Exhale, back of heart, receiving side. You can stay here with cow and cat, starting to match breath and body together. The inhale is creating expansion. The exhale is creating contraction. Or you can invite your own intuitive movements, see curving the spine, maybe barreling the torso or swaying the hips side to side. And come back to your neutral table. Send the right arm to the sky, open up this big wingspan, and then exhale to thread right arm under left. Rest the right shoulder, the right cheek on the earth. You can press your left fingers into the earth to help spiral the heart open. You can walk your left fingers forward, long line of energy from the fingers to the hips. You can also wrap the arm behind the back for a half bind. We'll be here for a couple breaths. Option to build on, sending the left leg back, tucking the toes on the earth. Option to build on even more, floating the leg. Or if your body is open to it, you can bend your left leg, reach back, and take a bind. Every body is different, so follow what your body needs. When you're ready, left knee meets the right, left hand frames the face, press into the earth, send the right arm to sky, open, and release right hand down. Other side, left arm sweeps up, big wingspan open, and thread left arm under right. Rest the left shoulder, the left cheek to the earth. You can lean into your left shoulder a little more to help the shoulder traction against the ground, spiraling a deeper twist. Thigh bones are straight up and down. Your arm variation, for more twist, press the right hand into the earth, or you can send the right arm forward. Half bind is here, little shoulder heart opening. Leg variations are here as well. Right toes tuck. Maybe you take the floating leg or the bind. One more breath wherever you choose to be. Then right knee meets the left, right hand frames the face, press into the earth, open your wingspan, and release left hand down. Keep your hips over your knees and start to walk your hands long in front of you. Anahatasana, puppy pose, big inhale. As you exhale, melt your heart towards the earth. As your heart melts down, see if you can find a little lift of the armpits and the shoulders. Thigh bones are straight up and down. And then knit the low ribs in and up. One more breath. Start to walk the hands back towards you so they're underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes, draw the belly in, send the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Take a few breaths here, your choice. You can settle into stillness, or you can pedal the feet. Maybe tick-tock the heels side to side. Just moving any surface tension out of the body, finding your wiggles. As you settle into your down dog, really spread the hands, anchor through the L of the hands, tilt the tailbone up to the sky and invite a soft bend in the knees. Sink your heels to the earth and take a big inhale, let the ribs expand in all directions. A big exhale. We're going to do another round of Kapalbhati, skull shining breath here. Option to stick with Ujjayi breath if you prefer. Take a big cleansing breath. A full exhale. Inhale 2/3 to begin. Exhale, 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 exhale. Forceful exhales through the nose. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your natural breath, full inhale, full exhale. Next inhale, shift forward into plank and lower knees, chest, chin to the earth, slide onto the belly, untuck the toes. Take your arms wide, come to tent on the fingers, elbows to sky. Inhale, lift the heart, wide arm Bhujangasana. Exhale, ripple the forehead down. We'll add a twist. Inhale, lift the heart. And then drop left shoulder, look over right. Inhale back to center, draw the navel in, twist other side, drop right shoulder, look over left. Inhale back to center, and release the forehead down. Press through all fours, round the back through cat, and take it into child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch, forehead comes to rest towards the mat. Take a big inhale here, let the skin on the back stretch, and a full exhale. Slowly, you're going to roll your torso up, slide your hands back, come to tent on the fingers behind you and lift your heart up, lift your hips up, tuck your tailbone forward. Release, hips towards heels, slide your hands forward on the mat, table pose. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a big inhale, and let the breath go. Shift your gaze to the front of the mat and walk your feet to the front, one footprint at a time. Just being very mindful, feeling the contact of each sole of the foot on the earth. Forward fold is where we meet. You can grab opposite elbows, head heavy. If you know you want more heart opening and your shoulders are ready for it, interlace the hands behind the back and let the knuckles fall to the front of the mat. Take a deep bend in the knees for this first forward fold and let the head be heavy. Take another breath here. Imagine any excess burden, weight, or holding on the shoulders just draping off the back. Release the hands to the earth, feet are hips width apart so 2 fists could fit between your feet. And then inhale, find your half lift, long spine, pause. Ground your left hand down in front of the face, maybe on a brick, and then send your right arm to the sky for a twist. Deep bend into the left knee as you straighten your right leg. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And make sure both knees are facing forward. Try to twist from the navel, the ribs, the heart. Release. Other side, right hand down in front of the face, maybe a prop. Reach your left arm up, big wingspan. And then draw the shoulders down the back. Deep bend into your right knee and press the left sole of the foot into the earth. Maybe you'll find a little stretch in the outer seam of your left leg. And release, left hand down. Move your brick to the side. If you took one, find another half lift. Crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale to fold. Soft bend in the knees. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time, really mindfully. Tadasana, mountain pose is where we meet. Turn the palms forward, lift the heart, the crown of the head. Even slide the ears back so they're over the shoulders. We'll do a modification of Sun A. Bring your big toes to touch, your heels slightly apart. Inhale, reach the arms up, grab opposite elbows, knit your ribs in. Inhale, long. Exhale, crescent to the right side, stretch. Inhale, back to center, take it up and over to the left. Inhale, back to center, cactus the arms, lift the heart, draw the belly in. And then exhale, swan dive forward all the way down. Half lift, long spine, collarbones broad. Plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Modified chaturanga unless you feel ready for the full version. Lower knees, chest, chin, or maybe you're going down halfway. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, we make our way to down dog. Use your knees as needed. Stay here for a breath or two. See if the side body can get a little longer, the heels can sink down. One more breath. Inhale to bend the knees deeply, gaze at the front of the mat. Bottom of the exhale, float or step to the top. Find your half lift, long spine, and then exhale, fold, forehead towards shins. Reverse swan dive, press through the feet, rise tall, palms meet at the top. Hands come to heart center. Same thing. Big toes touch, reach the arms up, grab opposite elbows. Inhale to grow a little taller and then crescent up and over to the right. Inhale back to center, crescent up and over to the left. Inhale to center, cactus the arms, lift the heart. And exhale, fold. Find your half lift, long spine. Plant your hands, step back into plank, chaturanga this time. Pitch forward slightly, lower down halfway. Inhale, up dog, keep a little bend in the elbows to open the heart more. Exhale, down dog, breathe here. Spread the hands. Draw the shoulders, the biceps towards the ears into the sky, and sink your heels down. Now, if you're floating forward, think about floating forward with Uddiyana Bandha, the navel center in and up. So inhale to bend the knees deeply, gaze at the front of the mat. Bottom of the exhale, float or step to the top. Half lift and fold. Reverse swan dive, reach all the way up, palms meet. Hands come to heart center, samastitihi. Pause here for a moment. Feet on the earth, heart lifting up. Separate your feet, hips width apart. Sink the hips low, graze the fingertips on the earth, reach the arms up, Utkatasana, fierce pose here. Take it into cactus arms, and then draw the shoulders down the back. Knit the low ribs in and sink your weight down a little bit more. Kapalbhati, skull shining breath, one round here. When you're ready, big inhale, cleansing. Full exhale, let it go. Inhale, 2/3 to begin. Exhale, 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 exhale. Forceful exhales through the nose. Just really allowing that Agni, that fire, to kindle. Building heat in the body. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next inhale, stand up tall. Reach the arms to the sky, maybe a little back bend. And then exhale, fold yourself all the way down. Find your half lift, long spine. Plant the hands. Rinse it through a vinyasa if you wish, or skip it. You can always go straight to down dog. We'll meet there in a few breaths as you're ready. Take a big cleansing breath in and sigh the breath out. Keep your feet a little wider than hips width apart. Ground into your right hand and take your left hand to the opposite shin, ankle, or calf for a down dog twist. Start to spiral your gaze under the right armpit and try to keep even weight in both feet. Heels sinking down. One more breath. Release the left hand down. Other side, right hand comes to the opposite ankle, shin, calf, and then really twist, gaze under the left armpit, press your left hand down, and release right hand. When you're ready, right leg rises high, three-legged dog. Exhale to open up the hip, stack right hip on top of left. You can bend and extend the leg, but keep the integrity in the shoulders squaring to the earth. Spread the hands. On your next inhale, square your right leg off, press through the heel, long line of energy. Then exhale, knee to nose, and as lightly as possible, plant the foot between the hands. Rise up to your crescent lunge, all 10 toes face forward. Arms sweep to the sky. Take a breath here to settle the shoulders down the back. Draw the navel in, lengthen your tailbone down. Take another inhale here. Maybe bend at the elbows, touching the thumbs to the back of the neck, inviting a little back bend here. Then as you exhale, hands come to the mat. Left hand stays on the inside of the right foot. Right arm sweeps up, twist, revolve, lunge. We'll breathe here for a few breaths. See if you can press your back thigh up. Twist from the navel, the ribs, the heart, and then soften your shoulders down the back. One more breath. Sweep your right hand to the earth. Both arms reach up. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Hips and shoulders open to the long edge of the mat. Stay here. Flip both palms up. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg. Reach the palms to touch. Exhale, sink back down, warrior two. Pulsing twice more like that. Breath and body together. Inhale, up. Exhale, sink down, soften the shoulders. Once more, reach up. Exhale, sink down. Front palm flips up, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Stay for your exhale to sink a little lower. Keep drawing the right hip crease to the sky. One more inhale to fan open right ribs. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down and pause. Back knee drops. Untuck the back toes. Sweep both arms forward and up. Anjaneyasana here. Breathe. Interlace the hands, press the palms to the sky, and then lift the torso away from the hips. Lift the heart, draw the navel in. One more breath. Go ahead and take the palms to prayer. Lift up out of the hips. Inhale, exhale, twist to your right. Hook the left elbow around the right knee and press elbow to knee to twist a little deeper. You can always modify by placing the left hand down. Right hand can come to sacrum or reach up. One more breath here. Inhale back to center, reach the arms up. And then exhale, release both hands down, pause. Shift your hips back, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. You can bring the earth up to you with bricks as needed. Left thigh bone is straight up and down. Inhale to lift the heart, the torso. And then exhale, heart melts towards toes. Can you keep the collarbones broad and keep wrapping the outer right hip down so your hips are level with one another? Breathe here, 2 more breaths. One more breath. Bend into your front leg. Plant the bricks at the front of the mat if you need it. Ground your hands, tuck your back toes, and lift the back knee up. Pause. Look forward to the top of your mat. And when you're ready, step into your right foot, lift the left leg up to standing splits. Again, you can bring earth up to you with bricks as needed. Here for 3. Reach the left leg up from the inseam for 2. And 1. Release left foot to meet right. Sink the hips low, reach the arms up, Utkatasana, inhale here. Exhale, fly the arms back, Ardha Utkatasana, ribs to thighs. Twice more we do that movement. Inhale, gather your arms forward, lift the heart. Exhale, fly the arms back, ribs to thighs. Once more, reach the arms forward and up, weight is in the heels. Exhale, fly it back, and listen carefully. Keep grounding into your right foot, but this time carry your left leg up with you to half victory, or if you want a little extra oomph, you can straighten your left leg for victory. Breathe here, big inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Right hand comes to the outside of the left leg, left arm sweeps back. If your hamstrings are open, you can always grab the outer seam of the foot. Modifications for all yogis. Here for 3, for 2. Slowly come back, hands to heart. Go ahead and sweep your hands down, step your left foot
to the right behind you, and then grab up, arms grab onto the left wrist and crescent up and over to the right, little side body stretch. Slowly bring hands to prayer, lift your left knee in towards chest. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge at the hips, pour your heart forward, kick your left leg back. Maybe floating through warrior three here. Through another breath. Land the toes at the back of the mat. Rise up, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the earth. Send your right foot back. Rotate onto the knife edge of your left foot. Side plank Vashisthasana. You can always use your right foot, your top leg, as a little kickstand, putting it in the center of the mat and lifting your hips. Breathe here. One more breath. And release right hand down. Rinse through a vinyasa. We will meet in down dog for a journey on our other side. Take what you need in between. We'll have a couple breaths here. You can take a few resting breaths in down dog, maybe a child's pose. Just take a moment to notice. Notice what emerged for you in the journey of the first side. Notice if there was any uncertainty, mystery, surprise. If you're in child's pose, meet us in down dog when you're ready. See if you can release any anticipation or expectation of our second side. And then on your next inhale, send your left leg high to the sky. Open up the hip, stack left hip on top of right. Maybe you bend and extend the leg again, or maybe you do something completely different. About 2 more breaths here. Next inhale, square your left hip off, press through the heel, long line of energy. Exhale, knee to nose, and as lightly as possible, plant the foot between the hands, rise up to your high lunge. Left knee is stacked right over the ankle, arms are sweeping to sky. Breathe here, scissor the inner thighs together, tailbone lengthens down. And then can you find a little more lift out of the torso? Inhale here. Option to drop the thumbs behind the neck, getting a little tricep stretch as you reach the elbows up, maybe a back bend. And exhale, hands sweep down, right hand grounds, left arm sweeps back and up to the sky for a revolved lunge twist. Keep pressing your back thigh up, hug your left knee in so it's directly over the ankle, and then twist from the navel, the ribs, the heart. One more breath. Exhale, left hand down, and then reach both arms up, high lunge. Exhale opens you to warrior two. Breathe here, take a moment to find your stance. Front heel in line with the back heel of the arch and hips level. Flip both palms up. Next inhale, straighten the left leg, reach the palms to touch. Exhale, pulse back down. Twice more, reach up and back down. Once more, up and back down. Soften the shoulders, flip the front palm up, reverse warrior, reach up and back, side stretch here, and then sink into the front knee a little more. Take another inhale, opening left ribs. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down and pause. Drop your back knee to the earth, untuck the back toes. Anjaneyasana is where we meet. As you arrive in Anjaneyasana, can you traction the front heel towards the back knee, really lift? If it helped, felt good for the forearms, interlace the palms, fingers press the palms to the sky. Let the side body get a little longer here. And then when you're ready, palms press and guide to heart center. Inhale, lift the heart a little bit up. Exhale, twist to your left, hook the right elbow around the left knee. Press the elbow into the knee to deepen the twist. So these twists also help with invoking fire element, with helping with digestion. Take another big breath here. Inhale back to center, reach the arms to the sky, lift the heart. And then exhale, both hands down to frame the front foot. Shift the hips back, half splits. Use your bricks as you need for a little support. Keep flexing the pinky toe edge towards you. And then inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, melt heart towards toes. 2 more breaths here. Keep spiraling the outer left hip down. Keep the collarbones broad and the heart open. One more breath. As you're ready, bend into the left leg, plant the bricks at the front of the mat. Hands to the earth, tuck your back toes, and lift the knee up. Moving forward to the front of the mat, start to ground into your left foot, and then step into your left foot, reaching the right leg up to the sky for standing splits. Reach from the inseam of the leg, forehead melts towards shins. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Reach here for 3. Really lift up for 2. And release. Right foot meets the left. Sink the hips low. Reach the arms up. Utkatasana. Big inhale. Exhale. Fly the arms back. Ardha Utkatasana. Ribs to thighs. Twice more. Breath and body together. Inhale. Gather your energy. Exhale. Melt inward. Once more. Inhale. Arms sweep forward and up. Exhale. Ribs to thighs. And this time ground into your left foot. Carry your right leg up with you. Either half victory or full victory. Hips level with one another. Breathe here. On your exhale, twist to your right. Left hand comes to the outside of the knee. Right hand reaches back. You can also take it into the outer edge of the foot if your hamstring feels open. One more big breath. Listen carefully. Slowly unravel to center. Step your right foot behind your left. And then grab onto your right wrist and crescent to the side. Little side stretch, side bend here. Still rooting into your left foot. You're going to bring your palms to center and carry your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, pour your heart forward. Kick your right leg back like you're moving through honey slowly here. Really press through the right heel, square your hips to the mat, let the crown of the head reach forward a little more, and when you're ready, land the toes at the back of the mat. One breath, high lunge, inhale up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step your left foot back, roll onto the knife edge of your right foot, Vashisthasana side plank here. For 3, remember you can modify lifting the hips up for 2. And 1. Release the hand down, step it back. Rinse through a vinyasa. We will all meet in a child's pose. Knees to the earth, hips to the heels. As you arrive in child's pose, take a full breath. Let the breath nourish every cell. Full exhale. Slowly, you'll roll your torso up from child's pose. And like we did earlier in practice, tent the fingers behind you, lift the hips, lift the heart, modified camel. Slowly sink the hips back to the heels. Plant the hands in front of you, tuck the toes. Lift the hips up and back, down dog. Big inhale and full exhale. Start to walk the hands towards the back of the mat. And then find your half lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. And then slowly roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time until you come to stand. As you arrive here, steady your gaze, your drishti on one spot. Start to ground into your right foot. And then flip your left hand up, grab onto the inseam of the left foot and glue the thighs together for Nataranjasana, dancer pose. Hips and shoulders forward, reach your right arm up. Inhale here. And then exhale, start to kick hand into foot, keeping your hips and shoulders square to the front. And then you'll hinge at the hips. Heart remains lifted. So it's both a back bend, opening the heart, arching the back, but also a forward fold, hinging at the hips. Breathe here for 3. Heart lifting for 2. And 1. Slowly come on out of it. You can interlace the hands in front of the knee and then lengthen the tailbone down as you lift the heart. Release the foot down. Other side, ground into your left foot. And then flip your right palm up. Grab onto the inseam of your right foot and glue your thighs together so they're maybe no more than 1 knees width apart. Hips and shoulders square forward. Lift your left arm up, steady your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, kick hand into foot. Hinge at the hips. Keep squaring both shoulders towards the front of the mat. If you need more stability, you can take a bend into your standing leg. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Come on up out of it, slow. Interlace the hands in front of the right knee. Hug the knee in. Crown of the head reaches up. Exhale, release. Take your feet wider than hips width and pause. You can bring one hand to belly, one hand to heart. Just notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath and what's been moving in the practice. And make fists with your hands, and like empty coat sleeves, we'll just twist side to side, using the pressure of the fists to kind of break up some stagnancy in the chest, releasing that area, as well as the kidney area, the low back. Twisting here, and allowing the body just to find a little bit of flow. For 3, for 2, and 1. Slow it down. From here, point the toes out, the heels in, reach the arms up to the sky, and sink down into Malasana Yogi Squat. Grounding down, press the elbows into the knees, lift the heart. Breathe. So you're welcome to stay here. If you want to keep with the twisting heart opening theme, you can ground your right arm down, press the tricep into the leg, and reach your left arm up. You can take it further with a bind. These are all optional. We'll be down here for a little while, so take what you want side to side as you wish. If you know you want a little more fire and a little more flight in practice, getting that air element, Bakasana is here for you. You'll plant the hands down, wrap the elbows towards the back of the mat, hug the knees in towards the armpits, and lean forward. Maybe one foot comes off, maybe 2. And if you really want to keep playing with perspective, you'll slowly lower the very crown of your head down into tripod headstand, which you could stay right here, or you could begin to reach your legs up. So again, choose the practice that will serve you. About 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. Last breath here. If you're inverted, come down, take your time. Together, we'll plant our hands down, lift the hips, toe heel the feet so they're hips width apart. Start to walk your hands forward and rinse through a vinyasa as you wish, or skip it. Take a big breath wherever you are, and a full exhale. Send your right leg high to the sky. Open up the hip for a breath if you wish. We'll meet in pigeon. Figure 4 on your back is the alternative if this is tweaky for your knee. Right knee lands behind the wrist, hips square forward, heart lifts. And take a few breaths here with the heart open, the heart lifted. When you're ready, feel free to settle in to your depth. Maybe onto forearms, maybe all the way to your belly. You can also use a brick and rest your forehead on a brick or a water bottle, just connecting with third eye center, your center for intuition. And take 3 really nourishing, cleansing breaths here. These deep hip openers can help invite what is called apana vayu, the downward and outward flow of prana and of subtle life force. So when we have excess built up, apana vayu helps us clear out what is no longer needed. This is good for digestion, good for emotional and energetic grounding. At the bottom of your last breath, you'll slowly plant the hands on the earth and lift the heart up. Rock onto your right hip, and then send your left leg all the way around. We're coming into a twist. And you'll take a moment just to resituate. You want both sit bones on the earth. If both sit bones don't reach the earth, then spin your bottom leg forward so it's straight. Plant the sole of the foot down. If you find that you're on the backs of your sit bones, fold your mat or come up onto a blanket. Hug your knee into the chest, plant left hand behind you, reach right arm up, and then twist. Hook the elbow or hug the leg. If the bind is in your practice, you can go for the bind. Again, yogi's choice, your depth. If your bottom leg is extended, really flex the foot. So we're really remaining aware, active, engaged with the part of the body that connects us to the earth. And then use the breath here, every exhale, to really wring out the spine, spiral it out. Here for 3, 2. Slowly take a counter twist to the other side. And just a mindful transition. You're going to lean onto your right hip again and kick your left leg all the way around. You might have to bend your right knee. Tuck the toes at the back of the mat. Plant your hands down and send your right leg long and back. Optional, flip the dog if you want it. Last little bit of heart opener. Otherwise, you can rinse through Vinyasa, or we can meet each other in our pigeon pose or figure 4 on the other side as you're ready. This time it'll be our left leg, left knee behind left wrist. And make sure that both hips are squaring forward. Lift the heart. Find a couple breaths in the heart opener first. Soften the shoulders down the back and scissor the inner thighs together. When you're ready, melt your heart towards the earth. You can keep your palms face up and just opening up to whatever arises, whatever moves through, whatever clears. And often tension can be stored when we least expect it. So I invite you to scan your whole body here for any areas of tension, of tightness, the softening of the jaw, the tongue, even the space between the brows. Can that widen? Imagine each breath, as it does in the physical body, cleanse, release toxins. Imagine each breath consciously clearing out anything that's in excess of the body. Take one more breath here. When you're ready, you'll plant the hands on the earth, lift the torso up, rock onto your left hip, and swing your right leg over for your seated twist. Take a moment to adjust yourself so both sit bones are rooted. If they're not, then send the bottom leg forward. Really plant the sole of the right foot down, hug the right knee into the chest, spine long. Right hand comes behind you like scaffolding to hold your heart up as you reach left arm up, inhale. Exhale to twist. You can hook the elbow, hug the knee, maybe a bind. Let your exhales ring out the spine. Slowly take a counter twist, just letting it go. And then again, mindful transition. You're going to rock onto your left hip. Loop the right leg all the way around you. You might bend your front knee, tuck the toes. Hands are supporting you to send left leg long and back. Stay here or flip. Rinse through your final vinyasa. Where we will meet is a child's pose. Here we are together in child's pose. Invite you to turn your palms up. Let the upper arms roll away from each other, creating opening across the back of the heart. And I invite you to call back your intention, what you said at the beginning of practice, this offering to yourself. And just offer up this intention, this energy of Kapha, and inviting this water element of surrender, of entrusting what we put out into the universe. I invite you to offer up your intention, plant the hands on the earth, seeding it into the ground, trusting the structures and the support that will bring it to fruition. And just knowing that you always have the capacity to tap into your strength, your resources for stability, and simply starting with the breath. So right here, just take the biggest breath you've taken yet, and a full emptying of the breath out. And slowly roll your torso up. Offset your hips an inch to the side and send your legs in front of you. Scooch to the center of the mat. And very mindfully lower yourself onto your back. When you arrive, plant the soles of the feet on the earth close to the sit bones. Maybe you could even touch the backs of the feet. Just one bridge, last heart opener. Press into the feet, lift the hips, interlace the hands behind the back if that serves you. And then keep lifting the heart, lift the chin away from the chest. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Hips down. Hug the knees into the chest. You can roll side to side. And then keep hugging the right knee in, send the left leg long. Final supine twist as you scoot your hips to the right and drop the knee to the left. Take your right arm out to a half T. Big rinse water breath here, last cleansing. And full exhale. Take another breath, drink it full, ribs expanding. And as you exhale, the right shoulder heavy. Slowly come back to center. Hug the left knee in, right leg extends long. Scoot your hips an inch to the left and drop the knee across the body to the right. Send your left arm out. Take a final rinse water breath here. Big breath in. Full breath out. Slowly come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. And if there's any last thing you need in your practice, honor that. Otherwise, take the biggest squeeze, last bit of effort ever. And when you're ready, release, legs long, arms on either side, palms up. Inviting yourself into as long of a shavasana as you wish. And simply relish in it and take yourself out whenever you're ready. Namaste.